So, my father always used to tell me that if I was just born in the bed next to the one my mom was in the hospital, my life would be completely different. And that's true because, for example, the number of immigrants from Poland in the year that I was born in, 2005, was 8,000. And out of all the population of the country, which was 38 million, this makes an out of 0.0002% of me being part of these people that emigrated this year. But so this already makes the odds of me being here very unlikely. But we can also have a step back and see how all of our odds of life are very small, as the odds of just being born are very unlikely. So, of course, for being born, you still have, like, your parents have to meet first. So the odds of this happening is 1 in 20,000, as your mom meets approximately 10,000 people during her prime dating years, which is 27 years approximately, from, for example, 15 to 42. And she, for example, meets one person every day for these 27 years. So this makes 10,000 people. And we take this out of the male population of the geographical region that she was living in, and this is like for like yeah 40 years ago, because this is approximately the age that our moms have for us, like teenagers. And this gives us an odd of 1 in 20,000, but this is just the odds of our parents meeting. But there is a lot more. They have to date, they have to like each other and all this, like for to have a child. Not like, this is not, yeah, the, in most cases. So, yeah, that they talk, 1 in 10, approximately. Also, the odds of someone being impressed if I tell them I did a TED talk, as I calculated it, I just took all of the YouTube views of the TED and TEDx YouTube channels, which gave me 9 billion and 500 million. I divided it by 10, as someone that doesn't spend as much time on YouTube as me would probably watch 10 TED Talks, the most important ones. And this gave me, yeah, 13, like, and I divided all this by all the population, so 7 billion. This gave me 13%, so it's not very relevant, but I just wanted to include my little calculation. So the second date 1 in 10, and keep dating 1 in 10, and offspring 1 in 2, as we know how tricky love can be. And this gives us 1 in 2000, and we combine it with the other odd. This gives us 1 in 40 million of you being born. But the odds of you being you are even smaller, as from the biological point of view. Yeah. So a woman, so your mom, my mom, all of our moms, and produce approximately 100,000 egg cells during their lifetime, and um, yeah, and the men, so yeah, the dads produce 4 trillion sperm cells during their lifetime. Like, these are only the sperm cells that are relevant for the 100,000 egg cells, because after there's the menopause and all of this, as we know. So this gives us an odd in 1 in 400 quadrillion of you being you. But this still isn't the end, as yeah, we have all other things to consider. We have to consider that all of your ancestors, so your granddads, granddads, and all of this didn't die before their reproductive age. Which yeah, this yeah, 4 billion years ago, when when the first single cell organism appeared, we all come from it, but we'll only take into account the 150,000 human generations. And the odds that this remain broken are 2 to the power of 150,000, which is 1 in 10 to the power of 45,000. Obviously, for you being you and not someone else, the right sperm cell had to meet the right egg cell these 150,000 times. And this makes a very unlikely odd and small odd of 1 in 10 to the power of 2,606 and 40,000. Yeah, boom. Uh, yeah, so this is very small. But we have to still combine all of these odds, which isn't really necessary given the infinitely small odds as they are. So this gives us this very infinitely small number of you being alive. All this not taking into account the odds of the universe forming and the physical constants that make our lives possible. As for example, just the physical constants, if the ratio of the electrostatical force and the gravitational force were a little bit different. For example, if it was smaller, the stars would not live as long as they do, and life could not form in the universe. And if it was bigger, the carbon that is necessary for our lives on Earth would not form in the stars, so we could not live. This is without taking into account. So as you can see, this very small number is the odds of you being alive, and it can overall be considered as 0. But as we are all the proof of it, it is not. Thank you.